What an incredible Cinderella story. This unknown comes out of nowhere to lead the pack. At Augusta, he's on his final hole. He's about 455 yards away. He's going to hit about a 2-iron, I think. Billy. Whoa, Billy.
Let it happen. Be the ball. Be the ball, Danny. You're not being the ball, Danny.
Well, it's kind of difficult with you talking like that.
Okay, I'm not talking.
Listen, miss. Listen, miss. Listen, miss.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chasing Daylight podcast. I'm sitting here today kind of in between posts, in between Instagram stuff, in between podcasts, and I really wanted to talk about this Legends Never Die event that Joe from Hitting Greens and I are putting on out at the Paiute Golf Resort. It takes place in July. I've been putting a lot of it out on Instagram, and some of you may not, click on the links or aren't really interested in it, but I figure maybe if I got a chance to talk about it, you guys could hear what it is all about, and maybe it entice you a little bit to sign up. It's a 60-man field. That's what we're aiming for. It's still a long ways away, so I know talking about an event in July and February just doesn't appeal to a lot of people, but I wanted to showcase some of the things that are going to be taking place. This is an event, of course, that is in honor of Pete Dye, the legendary golf architect and designer that passed away last month. Paiute is a facility out in the northwest area of Vegas that is home to 3 Pete Dye designs. These aren't ones that the company did. These aren't ones that his sons did. This is 3 courses that Pete Dye designed out there. They're absolutely remarkable courses. If you haven't had a chance to play, I highly recommend getting out there, if not for the event we're putting on, just to go experience what Paiute is all about. Lush green fairways, amazing greens. The views are spectacular. It's just a definite course that you need to spend some time on if you haven't. So what's going to be going on? This is going to be, I liken it to the solstice events that take place out at Bandon and Sand Valley. In Vegas, we don't have a facility that has, multiple courses except for Paiute. There's 3 18-hole courses out there, so that makes it a little bit unique in its own. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be playing all 3 courses in one day. It's going to be a long day, and it's going to be hot. I know that. A lot of the comments that I've received so far on the negative side have been, dude, you're nuts. It's July. No one's going to play 54 holes of golf in that kind of weather. And yeah, probably not. And that's why I'm not, going for 144 people or anything like that. 60 people, I think, is a good start. If we don't get 60, we'll do it at 30. If we don't get 30, we don't do it. But I think with some of the people that have hopped on board with the idea, it's going to be a pretty good event. Paiute was actually absolutely thrilled about it. They thought this was a great idea, and kudos to Joe and Mike for coming up with the idea. Legends Never Die, and Mike for coming up with the logo design. He nailed it with the Stream Song S. So it's going to be July 11th. It's going to take place all day. What we'll do is the plan is to have 5 groups of 4 start on each course at the same time. So you'll have, the first group will go off on sun, and then the next group behind them, and the next group behind them, until all 5 are on the course. While that is going on over on Wolf and Snow, the same thing will be happening. So then once you wrap up the round, then you'll head on to the next course on your list. We debated about doing it as a tournament and a stroke event. But after playing in a SNGA event back in December and seeing some of the things that I saw from competitors that just, rule Nazis, if you want to call them that, which, hey, fine, if you want to be a rule Nazi, I don't care. But I kind of want this event, and I talked with Joe about it too, and he agrees. We want this to be an event that you were excited to come out and participate in. Not really a scoring event to put your score up against other players. Not really an event to, have people worrying about, oh, I have a handicap, this guy doesn't, this guy's scratch, I'm not. We just kind of want people to come out and experience and honor Pete Dye and the remarkable job he did with this patch of desert out in the Vegas Valley. So it's not a tournament. It's just for fun. This is for fun. It's for everybody to get together, meet some new people, enjoy some Pete Dye design, and take on the course. That doesn't mean you can't have your own side games or do whatever you want. Pace of play, of course, is going to be a factor. We need to keep it between 4 and 4.5 hours. So don't show up, with the goal of shooting, your best score and lining up every putt and holing out everything. Let's complete the day. Of course, that's going to be the first objective. So some of the people that have come on board with this, huge shout out to Good Walk Coffee Company. They're the podcast sponsor, and they're going to be the main sponsor for this event. They're going to be on site that day. They're going to have they've sponsored the breakfast, so everybody that attends will get Good Walk coffee mug, some Good Walk coffee, some breakfast that Paiute is going to be providing us, that Good Walk is taking care of. And then, of course, why everybody joins tournaments, the swag and the raffles. So we have a special event head cover that we have designed, and Grinding Golf Company is going to be making that. Everybody in attendance will get that. Atomic Golf has, we've designed a special event ball marker. We'll have the Legends Never Die on one side and the Paiute Spiral Turtle on the other. Berg Tees is going to have some special event golf tees. Everybody's going to get a dozen of the new Wilson Duo Soft golf balls. We've got a bunch of stickers that we're going to be, the breakfast ball hitting greens and Legend Never Die stickers that'll be included. A really special player's towel from Eagle Par Birdie Golf. This thing is going to be really sweet. It's going to have the waffle on the one side with the logo, the design, the event date, and everything, and then a special camo print on the other side. North Coast Golf Company is doing a special Legends Never Die print desert camo golf glove that everybody's going to get, and Good Walk is also going to throw a tumbler in. So the swag bag alone is pretty sweet. It's going to be some nice gifts that will showcase the event, be able to remember the event, and things like that. We do plan on having a closest to the pin on the famous 15th Island Green on the Wolf course. Have yet to land a gift or a sponsor for that, and also we're going to have a long drive hole because it's an event. You have to have some of that. So some of the raffle prizes. So everybody that enters into the event is going to get a raffle ticket. So you don't have to buy any if you don't want to. There will be some for sale the day of the event. We need to raise some money to pay for the gifts. So with that being said, the raffle prizes so far, this is what I have so far. Travis Matthews has donated $250 gift certificate for a head-to-toe package at hat, polo, shorts, the new shoes from Quater. Wilson, we're getting a golf bag and one of their new wedges. Ricky Johnson has donated a putter. Shoes from, this from True Links Wear. It's a gift bag, or gift, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a shoe bag, a t-shirt, a hat, and a pair of shoes. Bradley's doing it. If he can get this done, it's going to be so sweet. He's actually taking a railroad tie, and if you know Pete Dye railroad tie, he has procured some railroad ties, and he's checking to see if he can actually get them stabilized enough to where he's going to do a wood putter from a railroad tie. And so that'll be in the raffle. Kraken Golf has agreed to make a custom piece for it. And I'm talking with Logan from Olson Manufacturing about doing a putter as well. And we have other items that we've reached out to people to. We're just trying to negotiate to the terms and see what we can get for. I'm not looking for free stuff. We have a lot of connections with the blog, and we're going to be working with a lot of people. We want to have the raffle kind of fund itself, I guess you could say. The people buying tickets will do it, and I'm going to try and get as much free stuff as we can, but I'm not expecting that. I know, Brad puts a ton of work into what he does, and I couldn't expect him to, front us something like that. Same thing with Logan. It's a lot of work those guys do. So, they're working with us to make it a good event, and we think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I do want to remind everybody, this is going to be in the dead of summer here in Vegas, and it can't get hot. There is a little bit more elevation out at Paiute. It's in the 3,500 foot range, I believe. I have to check and see. So it will be a little cooler, but when you're talking 105 to 100, it's not a lot. We are reaching out to a sunscreen company to have sunscreen for everybody. I'm going to reach out to one of the local farmers markets here and talk to somebody about, having bananas for everybody, along with a lunch, because we'll have a little bit of time in between courses. Not a lot, but we will have some time. So that's pretty much it. It's $350. The rack rate to play those 3 courses on that day is around $330. Depending on, the Wolf is a little bit more expensive. And it's even more expensive in the morning. So when you wrap it all up, the value, I think we're right on point as far as the golf goes. And then when you put in all the extras with the swag bag and the potential for the raffle prizes, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun event, and we want as many people as we can. I know the locals, it's tough to shell out $350 to play 3 rounds of golf in one day, but this isn't something, we're not trying to put value on the golf. We're trying to put the value on the experience. Being there, participating, saying that you've done it, stuff like that, plus all the sweet items that come along with it. We're doing what we can to make it a memorable event, and we want you to be there. Right now, you can go on to the link. I have it on Instagram, but if you go to the Breakfast Ball, one of the main articles there on the site is The Legends Never Die. You can click on that, read about it. Pretty much covers everything that I just said here. And then there's the link to where you can go pay. The only thing that is required right now is a 50% deposit. That 50% deposit is non-refundable. And once you pay that, that gets you in. And then by May 20th, I believe it is, or May 30th, we have to have the other 175. So what I've done is, as you pay the 175, I then send you a bill for the other 175. That's not due until the end of May. And that's it. And then you just have to show up. For people interested in coming from out of state, we are trying to work with one of the casinos that's close to see if we can get a discount on some rooms. That way it's not that far of a drive. Be either an Uber ride or a cab or however you want to get out there, or if you're going to rent a car, or take your own car. It's not a long drive out there. There are a couple people coming in from out of state already, so that's going to be cool. We really appreciate the support. There's 60 spots. Originally, I think we're down to 53, and we really haven't made a hard push for it. I'm already starting to stress out, but then this morning I was like, dude, it's February, chill. We've got plenty of time. I think it's going to be a fun event. I think we're going to get a 60-man field, and I hope you can be there. So thanks for listening to this. It's kind of just a quick rant by me about this event. We're going to be promoting it a lot more as it gets closer. And if you have any suggestions, if you have any requests, if you have anything that you think that you can add to it that we can do to make this event a memorable one, believe me, I'm all ears. So thanks for tuning in. Huge shout out to Good Walk Coffee Company. I'm stumbling all over myself today for stepping up for the sponsorship. We're excited. Oh, hang on. To have them on board, and looking forward to this. So thanks everybody for listening. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a review. That's how this thing grows. We get the reviews. iTunes sees them. They think that we're actually doing some good. So we hope that you think that as well. And look forward to getting together with some more podcasts for you coming up soon. Thanks a lot.